Give it up for yourself, fellas. Give it up for yourself. That is what it's supposed to feel like, what it's supposed to look like. You talk about a total team effort, all three phases, down 14 points, but nobody blinked. We stuck together. We were having fun out there playing ball, man. That's what it's supposed to be like. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm getting really emotional right now. It's been a rough. You guys battled your ass off. You come to work every day ready to get better and better and better, and we're sticking together through the tough times. All right? So proud of you guys. There was so much great leadership on that field. The most powerful teams are player-led. We say it all the time. And you guys led the way.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family!
Hello and welcome to Total Packers with Matt LaFleur. And Matt, that post-game speech, an unforgettable moment after an unforgettable victory.
Yeah, I was just so proud of everybody. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and I think I saw a statistic that Dallas was 195-0, went up by 14 points going into the fourth quarter, and to come out on top, it sure felt great for everybody, because it's been a long time since we've had that feeling.
Matt, whatever was broken offensively, it looked like it got fixed. What changed football-wise for you?
Well, I think we made some big plays. We capitalized on those opportunities, not only in the run game, but in the pass game, obviously, with the 3 touchdown passes to Christian Watson. And, you know, I was super proud of him just to be able to battle back, fight through some adversity. It was a tough start to the game for him. Obviously, on those first 2 passes that we attempted in the game, one, Aaron threw a beautiful pass over the middle, and he dropped it, and then, you know, had a chance on 3rd down to move the sticks and had another drop. So to be able to respond from a disappointing start, I think speaks a lot about him as a person.
Matt, you started the game with 7 straight runs. Were you making a statement?
Not necessarily, because that wasn't necessarily how we had it scripted. It kind of just fell that way, and I thought we were coming off the rock pretty good, and our guys were giving great effort and blocking really well, and our runners were running hard, so it seemed to be working, so we kind of stuck with it.
What does it say when your quarterback doesn't slide, but he dives for a first down, and then later on he's blocking downfield? What does that say?
I think it just shows what type of competitor he is, and there's nobody that wants to win more than he does, and he puts a lot into it, obviously, and you know, you don't want to see your quarterback make those types of blocks all the time, but I'll be honest with you, in the moment I was fired up for him and our team, and I thought it just kind of sent a message to everybody.
You decide to play Darnell Savage at the nickel, and that opens up a spot at safety for Rudy Ford. That's a decision that really worked out well.
Yeah, give credit to our defensive coaches coming up with that plan, and, you know, credit to the players as well to be able to go out there and execute. And certainly you felt Rudy's presence out there, not only obviously the 2 big-time interceptions, but just the speed and physicality of which he played with. You could feel that throughout the duration of the game.
Over 200 yards rushing, just 2 sacks against the league's top sacking team, and Micah Parsons doesn't wreck a game like he can. Does that mean the offensive line did a pretty good job?
Yeah, our guys were battling up front, and it's not just Micah Parsons. They've got a plethora of guys that they rotate through, and that is one of the more challenging defensive lines that you're going to face throughout any time in the season. And certainly Micah, whether he was playing linebacker or on the edge, we had to account for him at all times, and the best way to kind of take him away is don't give him a chance to get going. So that's why we kind of felt like the best opportunity for us was to continue to try to pound the football with our running game.
Your rushing defense, not real stingy against the Cowboys. I think they ran for 159 yards. That's an area that will have to improve against the Titans tomorrow night, right?
Absolutely, I think so. A lot of those yards came in get back on track situations. They kept running a draw play on us, and you know, we're able to get a lot of explosive gains on that play. So we're going to have to do it every play, and even when you're in those passing situations, understand that the run's a real threat, especially with the Tennessee Titans and Derrick Henry coming in here.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, Hall of Famer LeRoy Butler. Stay with us. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers, by Bell & Health, and by Johnsonville.
I just want to send a special shout out to all the military members. Thank you for your service. Thank you for sacrificing your lives for the betterment of all of us.
Know that we're here supporting you as well. We really appreciate you, and it's a salute to y'all every day.
Thank you to all the past, present, and future military service members. Thank you very much for everything you've done and protecting our country.
To all of our veterans and our active service members, we're super grateful for everything you guys put on the line for our country and to protect everybody here.
I just want to thank all our military support staff from all branches and what you do for this country. I appreciate you. Go Pack, go.
The Packers and Fleet Farm encourage fans to support our heroes during Salute to Service Month. Purchase a military-themed bandana at the Packers Pro Shop during November, and $5 goes to Patriot Canines of Wisconsin. This one-on-one is brought to you by Quick Trip and Guaranteed Fuel. On Thursday night at halftime of the game, LeRoy Butler takes his rightful place among the other Packer Hall of Famers when his name is unveiled on the Lambeau Field facade. In honor of the occasion, we sat down and talked with LeRoy about that and more. LeRoy, I've heard that being inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame is a life changer. Has it changed your life?
This was life-changing for my older kids who saw my career. But for my younger kids, didn't really see me play. They gotta go to YouTube. It was very impactful. My son, he was there when Woodson knocked on the door, and for him to say that you made it in the Hall of Fame, that was very impactful, because those are the conversations I had with my mom.
I thought it was interesting, LeRoy, that your speech was about everybody else.
I think you can go to Wikipedia and find out more about me, but what you can't find is what I'm thinking. My mom passed away in 2016. We worked on my speed rock in 2009, 2010. And she said, I want you to have the shortest speeches possible. Tell the people that helped you, my teachers, my family, my kids, Bob Harlan, Lee Rimmel, the Packer organization. That's why playing for one team means a lot to me. I don't know why God chose me to navigate these rough waters, but I think it was a perfect franchise, the Green Bay Packers, to be a part of my life. And that's what my whole speech was about. My life changed with the Packers. But again, I want to thank the fans. Without you, there is no LeRoy Butler. My teammates, I love y'all. Thank you very much.
LeRoy, you are not only a former Packer, you are a former Packer who's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You are also a Super Bowl champion. You are everything that everybody in that locker room downstairs wants to be. You accomplished all the goals that they have. If you had a moment to give them some advice, what would you tell them?
I'm a big Matt LaFleur fan. He asked me to come talk to the team, as he did to you. And I said to myself, what can I tell these guys who are 31 and 21? I would say I accomplished it by thinking to myself, we're in a foxhole, because I love the military. I would never sleep watching your back. You can sleep. You can take a nap, I won't. If everybody thought like that, you win games. You do everything right. You have your brother's back. You're respecting your coaches. You look up at the scoreboard, man, we up 30. So you don't keep looking up. You look down until it's over, then you look up and know what happened. I would tell them more than anything, if you're in your brother's foxhole, you will not sleep and you got his back.
LeRoy, you have had the thrill of Charles Woodson knocking on the door.
Yep.
You've received your gold jacket. You've had your bust unveiled. You've gone through the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And now your name is going up on the Lambeau Field facade. What does that mean to you?
My mom always said, if you're gonna get emotional, put your hand over your mouth like this, like you're gonna cough, but you won't. It's truly amazing to play for one franchise and to put your name up in the stands. Barack, I would trade my name from going up there and put my teammates and the fans' names up there. I would trade that because they're the owners, and if it wasn't for those fans, there is no LeRoy Butler, and it wasn't for my teammates. When they see my name, that's what I want you to think about. He loved the fan base and he loved his teammates. That's what he stood for.
LeRoy Butler, Hall of Fame player, Hall of Fame human being. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and it was an honor and a pleasure.
Welcome back. This week's Chalk Talk is brought to you by Network Health. At Network Health, we do what's right, even when it's not easy. It's who we are. Health insurance is what we do. Micah Parsons was everybody's pick as the mid-season Defensive Player of the Year, a legitimate game wrecker. However, he was not able to wreck the Packers game. Not even close. The Packers had an exotic game plan for Parsons. Get a body on him and block him. Here that body is Mercedes Lewis. And something else the Packers did was run at Parsons from time to time and not away from him. And this time they run at him for 7 yards, and don't you just love Aaron Jones? The Cowboys moved Parsons all over the place, and on this play, Josh Myers and John Runyon are responsible for these two Cowboys in pass protection. Watch them work. They come together on number 98, all the while eyeballing Parsons to see where he's going to go. He heads towards Josh, and look at that switch. Very, very well done. And Josh actually takes Parsons away from the quarterback. Look at that pocket, and Aaron Rodgers takes full advantage. And can you say 58-yard touchdown pass? Parsons came into the game with the best win rate on the edge of any pass rusher in the league. Here, he's on the edge, and he's working against David Bakhtiari, but he is not getting a sniff. Just a short completion, but it was good for a first down. Parsons also came into the game with the best win rate in one-on-one pass rush situations. Here he's working against Yosh Nijman, certainly one-on-one, and Yosh takes him and steers him around the corner, enables Aaron Rodgers to step up for another touchdown pass to Christian Watson. Micah Parsons came into the game leading the league in pressures. He came out of it with a single hurry. Enough said. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Network Health, by your Wisconsin Toyota dealers, and by Spectrum One. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Fabic Cat, proud sponsor of the Green Bay Packers. Welcome back. Time to hand out game balls, and Matt, on offense, one of them goes to Aaron Jones, and he had 138 yards rushing, but he just seemed like he had some extra pep in his step, like an extra gear.
It feels good to get back to giving out game balls. So, but no, to give him the ball that many times and for him to come through, it really opened up our passing game and allowed for some explosive passes to be made.
Christian Watson also gets an offensive game ball, 4 catches, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a standing backflip in the end zone. What an amazing athletic feat.
That might have been the most impressive thing I've seen. We saw it a couple weeks ago in practice, and I knew that could potentially be one of the celebrations, and thankfully he executed it perfectly.
On defense, you go with Rudy Ford, and of course there's the 2 interceptions. But how about his return ability after he makes the catch? I think he totaled, after those 2 picks, 68 yards worth of return.
Yeah, he's a former running back, and you could see it. You could see his speed. Shoot, if he would have taken the one maybe to the left, he might have scored, but we'll never know. But no, he made some critical plays in the game that led to points for our football team.
And on special teams, you went with a pair of zealots, Dallin Levitt and Keyshawn Nixon. And Keyshawn has got to be the most physical return man in the NFL.
He is fearless, and that was evident. He always wants to, whether it's on a kickoff return or a punt, he always wants to return it, no matter who's around him, how deep it is, it doesn't matter. But both of those guys bring such an edge and such a mentality to our special teams, and it's no wonder why Rich wanted to get those guys here in the first place.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, the last word from the coach. Don't go away. Welcome back. The Last Word with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Construction Business Group and Wisconsin Operating Engineers. Welcome back. Time for the last word from the coach. And Matt, you've had success on Thursday Night Football. Last year at Arizona, the season before at San Francisco. What's the key to getting it done on the short week?
I think a lot of it is mindset. Obviously, you got to have a great plan, and just everybody embracing the challenges and trying to cram a lot of information in a short amount of time and going out there and executing at the highest possible level. And these guys got to do a great job of not only getting their minds right, but getting their bodies back and doing the necessary recovery.
Thank you, Matt. Good luck against the Titans, and thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.